Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Budweiser All-Pro Series Sprint All-Star Race. This is going to be one hell of a night of exciting racing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the cookie cutter track with the best racing and pit stops. That's right, pit stops. This is the first of 3 segments in the Budweiser All-Pro Series All-Star Race. Qualifying, as we guys saw, Joshua Collard with the fast run is on the pole. As you can see, the cars lined up on pit road here. As they got brought out to the track today, a lot of drivers were just starstruck as to being here in the All-Star race, and they were excited. I talked to a lot of these drivers, and they are very excited to go out and race for this $1 million. Now let me quickly go through the rules here. In segment 1, 30 laps. Caution laps count. You have to make a mandatory pit stop. It doesn't matter if it's under green or if it's under yellow. You have to make a mandatory pit stop. Well, that's a questionable rule, as I'm on ×3 and I don't know if they'll still pit or not. So that'll come into question, I guess. The mandatory pit stop rule will be a question. So I guess it'll be in the hands of the drivers if they really need it. Second, the grids will be randomized after this starting grid here. All the field will be randomized after the finish. They will be completely random starting the next segment. So if you finish first, you could start dead last, or you could start second or mid-pack. So you don't know where you're going to start. So holding back, not giving 100%, anything like that, it's not going to matter because you don't know where you're going to start. And the winners of the first 2 segments will be on the front row for the beginning of the third and final 10-lap segment. Now that I've explained all this, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for the NASCAR NNSCRA, the NNSCRA Budweiser All-Pro Series All-Star Race. Boy, I'm just so darn excited I can't even talk. Starting 21st in the number 1 Sega Chevrolet for Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, the winner of the race at Iowa, Trent Dunham. Starting 20th in the number 55 Aaron's Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing, the winner of the Daytona 500, Ryan Cooper. Starting 15th in the number 29 Budweiser Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, the winner at Talladega, Danny Wells. Starting 13th in the number 9 Stanley Tools Ford Fusion for Richard Petty Motorsports, Austin LaPlante. Starting 9th in the number 33 Cheerios Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, the winner at Auto Club, Chris Dollarton. Starting 8th in the number 25 Viagra Chevrolet for Tweenix Racing, Sean Henley. Starting 6th in the number 32 Federated Auto Parts Ford Fusion, the winner at Chicagoland, Robert Wagner. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for segment 1 of the All-Star race. The pace car's been given 1 to go. These guys are getting ready to start. 30 laps with the possibility of a pit stop. I'm not entirely sure, so we're just going to have to guess and hope, and for me, I definitely hope that they make a pit stop. But anyways, just to bring up the exciting factor, Joshua Collard and Tim Waltz are on the front row. Aaron Williams Jr. is starting 4th. He won the All-Star Open right before All-Star qualifying. So he had a bit of time on the track already before doing his qualifying run, and he showed it with the 4th place starting spot for the beginning of this race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is time. The pace car is ducking on in. The crowd is going ballistic. We're getting ready for the start of the first annual Budweiser All-Pro Series Sprint All-Star Race. The green flag is in the air and we are underway here at Charlotte. All the way down the backstretch in the turns 3 and 4 as they're coming. Joshua Collard has the run on the outside line, but here comes Mason Wood on the inside. Leading this lap will be Joshua Collard as they're going to try to go 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Pichu London on the inside. Josh Collard has got to watch out for the wall. He's into the wall. Joshua Collard scraping the wall early here. As he gets out, it's going to be now Pichu London, and the 93 car is going to use that inside line and go to the lead. He's got Andy Tran and Chris Dollarton right behind him. As you see, slides up the track, but that's okay. As we're coming here, the leader of this lap will be Pichu London. Andy Tran now on the inside. There's going to be a good lead change every now and then. So, just bear with us here as we call this race. Chris Dollarton, the winner at Auto Club, with his tremendous last lap pass for the win. Coming out of turn 4, actually, he passed Austin LaPlante to take the win. Austin LaPlante, who's now coming to his inside as Cody Lamas takes the lead. The 17's into the wall now. He's scraping up the wall up there. All these cars are going to try to avoid him as they go down the inside. Here comes Austin LaPlante with Danny Wells right behind him. Austin sliding up just a slight bit, but he's able to stay right behind the 9 car. The 15 and the 33 have broken away a little bit now, as the field is starting to separate. Nick Bellardo, Trent Dunham, who had a horrible qualifying. I mean, he was just slow. Here, another car hitting the wall up there. I think it's up. Pichu London was scraping the wall. We're looking back here. Cody Lamas way to the outside right there. He was trying that extreme high line. Leading this lap is going to be Cody Lamas, but he's got a freight train of cars beneath him. When I say freight train, I mean freight train. 15 now is slapping the wall. These guys, you guys got to remember, these tires are slick and they're cold. So they're not going to have a lot of grip yet. Although these guys' grip should be coming in pretty soon here. Chris Dollarton also in the plant battling for the lead. It's going to be Chris Dollarton who's going to lead this lap. Oh, the 33 might have actually slapped the wall right there. He's going to go up and he's slapping the wall. Chris Dollarton slowing way down. They're going to start to separate as Danny Wells has the lead, but here comes Tim Walsh in the 30. Tim Walsh isn't going to have enough run as Danny Wells is going to take sole possession of the lead now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seven laps complete. 7 laps complete here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We will be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway as we're coming down to 20 laps to go. Danny Wells is still leading, Austin LaPlante and Joseph Bryan are right behind him. They're catching each other really quickly here. Danny Wells is going to have enough car to keep in the front here. As here comes Joseph Bryant trying to get a run on the 9 car as he's coming underneath him right now. We've been caution free so far in the first run of this race right now. We're looking at 3 wide back here. Mary Cole, Trent Dunham, Dustin Griffith, Nick Bellardo. But it's still all Danny Wells at the front of the field. Here comes Sean Henley. Sean Henley got into this race, like we said, in the qualifying because of his win at Mexico City when he won the Mexico Budweiser 350 there. Joseph Bryan got in via being the top 10 in points. Danny Wells, who's leading right now, got in because of his win at Talladega 2 weeks ago. Everything still seems to be good. No one's out of the race. Everyone's just running their line, trying to pass, trying to catch up. Like Joseph Bryan right here, he's on the verge of catching that 29 car. Almost identical painted cars, but they're both red and white. Joseph Bryant, remember how awesome the Talladega or the Dover race was when cars would slide up and then have to pass? Mary Cole ended up winning that one. That's how she got into this field. But Joseph just pulls back a little bit. Oh, I hear the 30 car scraping the wall back there. A lot of these cars, these guys are slick tires. A lot of these guys just trying to keep going. This will be the halfway lap right here, halfway. Danny Wells still leads. These guys are still fighting behind him. This is exactly what Danny Wells wants to see, is these cars fighting behind him, as these guys should be hopefully approaching pit stops here very soon. The pit window for these guys to pit is from lap 17 to 30. Lap 17 to 30 is when the pit window opens for these guys to make their mandatory, or their somewhat mandatory pit stops. So hopefully we'll see cars entering this time. Around this time, maybe. I guess we'll just have to see. Yep, here they come. They're coming down pit road. Danny Wells is going to lead the first group of cars down for their mandatory pit stops. So to give Joseph Bryant the lead. Danny Wells, we're watching Danny Wells as the next group of cars come down pit road. Let's see what the strategy is going to be for Danny. You can make anything you want, any adjustments you want. Couple cars looks like they're taking 2 tires only. Or 4 tires. Yep, 4 tires. 4 tires for Danny Wells as he is going to be the first off of pit road. As the next group of cars have already hit pit road here. Four tires and the 51 is already away. Oh, a slow stop for Trent Dunham there. He's going to lose some spots. Here comes Danny Wells and Austin LaPlante. These guys are going to be fighting for the lead as these guys are going to pass these leaders right here. They're going to come right up on Joseph Bryant and they're going to pass him as Joseph's going to slide, come right up the track. Almost wrecks. Almost gets into him as Austin LaPlante now takes the lead here in the All-Star race. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks and we'll take you to the finish of the first segment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to run out the rest of the first segment as Danny Wells and Austin LaPlante are fighting each other for the lead here. They got a lot of breathing room between them and Joseph Bryant and Ryan Cooper. You gotta remember, Ryan Cooper has not been to victory lane since the Daytona 500, which is how he got into this field. The outside line is prevailing as Danny Wells is still trying to get past. But it's that breathing room is slowly closing up. And here comes Joseph Bryant and Ryan Cooper. Danny looks like he's not good. Austin almost had Danny cleared right there. Not quite, as they're now going to go to the outside, but here comes the 51. He doesn't know who to go with. He's going to go to the inside with Danny Wells. Danny's going to squeeze. He's going to slide up. They're going 3 wide for the lead here. Austin LaPlante looking. He's probably going to start slapping the wall because he's a little too high right there. Yep, there he goes. Hitting the wall. That's going to take him possibly out of contention for the victory of the first segment. As here comes Joseph Bryant and Ryan Cooper. 2 Chevys and a Toyota up here battling for the win. 6 laps remaining in the first segment. 6 laps remaining. Danny Wells is staying right behind the 51, following his ground to see if he can't try to get a run to pass him. Now Joseph has opened up a little more breathing room for that 51 car. Danny's trying to close it back up again. Now you have 5 laps to go in the first segment. 5 to go. Danny's still looking to pass Joseph. Danny's led a lot of the laps today. Danny has led a lot of the laps today, I should say. And I'm sure he's probably looking to try to pass Joseph to try to get this win as we have 4 laps to go. Danny's close enough. He's trying. Austin LaPlante is making his way back up here. Danny's running a little bit of a lower line than Joseph through this corner. Here we go. Approaching these final few laps. 3 laps to go. Can Danny try anything? Does Danny have anything? Danny's close, and here comes Cooper. Danny's going to be to the inside. 2 laps to go. Danny's driving it off. He's going to have him cleared. Danny Wells takes the lead with 2 laps to go in the first segment. Can Joseph close back up and pass? Coming to the white flag. White flag, 1 lap to go here. And here comes Joseph Bryant to the inside. Joseph, he's going to try it. I don't know if he's got him cleared. Does he? He does. I think he's got him clear. Joseph Bryant, in a last lap effort, he's going to pass Danny Wells and win the first segment of the All-Star race. Oh, somebody was blowing up. Somebody blew their engine right as they crossed the start and finish line. It was Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas blew up right as he crossed the start and finish line. His engine just let go as the race is over. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch and see when exactly his engine blew and let go. KGC's coming. Wyatt's car pulled a Darrell Waltrip, and it blew up right as he crossed the finish line. I mean, his engine blew up, man. It just exploded. We're going to have to check with the NNSCRA officials and see if they're going to allow him to change engines and start the second segment. But as of right now, we're going to skip back here as we're looking at the backstretch, taking a look at the official race results. Cody Lamas is scored in 7th with not retired, so we are hearing that they are going to allow him to switch engines and run the rest of this race. Congratulations to Joseph Bryant for winning the first segment. He's going to be on the pole for the 3rd segment of this race. But let's go ahead and take you to the start of the 2nd segment. And here we are for the 2nd segment, ladies and gentlemen. We have a completely inverted field as the winner of the first segment, Joseph Bryant, is starting pretty deep in the field for the running of this segment, of the 2nd segment here, as we see the cars getting ready to roll off as they just restarted their engines. So we're gonna have to see. There's gonna be 20 laps in this race. 20 laps. And no pit stops. So this is just going to be straight up racing for 20 laps. Getting ready for the 2nd segment. Getting ready for the 3rd and final segment later on today. Now, Danny Wells, who finished 2nd, is starting on the pole. Joseph Bryant is starting in the back. Let's see what can happen as we take the green flag for the start of the 2nd segment. Danny Wells rockets off to the lead as they head down the back straightaway. Danny Wells taking advantage of the upper groove is coming to play here, and will lead the first lap of the 2nd segment. Here comes Mason Wood in the 11 and Chris Walsher in the 5 to the inside of Danny. Cody Lamas, whose engine blew up right as he crossed the finish line for the checkered flag. The NASCAR allowed him to swap out his engine. Oh, the 11 car got a little bit loose there. But they allowed the 15 to swap out his engine, and to run the rest of this race, since he did technically finish the segment. He did technically finish the first segment before his engine blew. Danny Wells still your leader. Mason Wood is still second. Sorry for yawning. I am tired. This has been a long night, ladies and gentlemen. A long night of anticipation. Mary Cole on the very back bumper pushing that 29 there. Now she's going to go to the inside. Mary Cole with a fantastic run is going to go to the inside. Mary Cole won last week at Dover. That's how she was able to get into this field. And she's looking to make a lot of noise by winning this race. Okay, still getting ready. She led that lap, I don't know by how much. By 1/1000th of a second, Mary Cole led that lap. So, here we go. Coming to the inside is Mason Wood. Still looking on the 13, but the 13 is going to have the outside line run as Mary Cole leads another lap. Oh, the 36 is in the wall back there. Here comes Chris Washer to the inside of the 11. Chris Washer, it's the first time this Hendrick Motorsports number 5 car has been up at the front. So, here comes, they're going 3 wide again for the lead. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. The 11's hitting the wall. Oh, the 5 car made contact with the 34. Now the 5's hitting the wall. Cars have to scramble, as Cody Lamas is going to take the lead after all this confusion. Chris Dollarton's coming up right behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more of the second segment. Welcome back to Charlotte. We have 10 laps to go here. Mary Cole has just taken the lead away from Chris Dollarton, who took it away from Cody Lamas. Cody, you guys are still running. Here comes Danny Wells trying to get back up here. Here we go. Chris Dollarton on the inside of Mary Cole. But it's going to be Mary Cole leading this lap. Chris Dollarton is going to still try to take the lead on the inside, but I don't even know. I mean, Cody Lamas is coming back up. Sam Young is up here. Trent Dunham is up here. The 33 car is pretty strong. As you saw during the starting grids of him doing his burnout at Chris Dollarton doing his burnout at Auto Club. Now Cody Lamas has the lead, but these guys are getting all stretched and bouncied up right here. That's good for Cody. Cody's gonna have the full lead here, as we have 6 laps to go in the second segment. This right here will be to start. As you see, Chris Dollarton hitting the wall. This right here will be to start second in this next segment. I think the caution is out. Yeah, the caution is out. Oh, Mason Wood. I think Mason Wood got spun around. I think that might have been it, though. This race could be over, ladies and gentlemen. I am not sure. We have 5 laps to go. We could have a 2-lap to go restart. This is the first caution of the whole entire All-Star race. So as we're gonna take a look at here, they're gonna take a look and see what brought out the caution for the first time. Okay, as we're looking to see what happened here, it looks like Mason Wood comes down to avoid the spinning, avoid the 33 car hitting the wall. Dylan says, "Hey, I'm here," and spins him out. Dylan says, "Hey, excuse me." Mason Wood slams the wall and is coming back up on the track. Luckily, the rest of these cars are able to avoid him. As we're looking here, we're gonna look at this on full play here. See right there, right here, he's gonna dive down. Pokey says, "Excuse me," and right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happened to bring out the first and so far only caution of the All-Star race. So let's get back up and see if there's going to be indeed a restart. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a 1-lap shootout to determine the winner of the second segment of the All-Star race. 1-lap shootout will determine this victory. Cody Lamas is leading. Sam Young is second. Danny Wells third. Mary Cole fourth. Trent Dunham is fifth. Chris Washer sixth. Joshua Collard seventh. Austin Plant 8th, P2 London 9th, and Ryan Cooper is in the 10th position. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be intense. When I say intense, I mean intense. Cody Lamas in the number 15 5-hour Energy Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing. He will have to outlast Sam Young and possibly Danny Wells, depending on how big of a run these guys get on this restart. I've seen it happen before. It could happen again. Pace cars diving in the pit road. Here we go. To get the green and the white flags together, wait for the restart line. And he's in the restart line. The green and white flags are out. Here we go. 1-lap shootout. Sam got an awesome run. And I don't think it'll be enough to clear him, though. Let's see. No, because here comes the 13 to the inside of the 34. Here comes Mary Cole with Trent Dunham right behind her. But it's not going to be enough. In turn 4... she's trying to get a run. It's not going to happen. The 15 car wins segment 2. Cody Lamas wins segment number 2. Congratulations to Cody Lamas. Joseph Bryant and Cody Lamas will start on the front row for the third and final segment of the All-Star race. Who is going to walk away with $1 million, as Cody's going to do a celebratory victory lap around Charlotte to celebrate his winning of the second segment? But who's going to be a millionaire? Who is going to walk away with $1 million, and which people, meaning almost everybody but one, will walk away with just the steering wheel? Let's find out as we begin segment number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for segment 3 of the NNSCRA Budweiser All-Pro Series All-Star Race. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it comes down to. 10 laps of racing. A caution laps count. Anything can end this race after 5 laps. So these guys have got to take it easy, but also race hard to try to get this victory that they want, because they want the $1 million. So the engines are fired up. Let's get this going. As the engines were fired, here they go. Getting ready to go. This is going to be one heck of a race, one heck of a finish, and one heck of a winner. Here we go. Joseph Bryant, Cody Lamas. Sam Young, Trent Dunham. The first two rows. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are underway for the final 10 laps of the Sprint All-Star race. Joseph Bryant rockets to the lead. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, if anything happens after lap 5 of 10, the race will end under caution. Joseph Bryant must really be liking the fact that everyone's racing behind him. Here comes Cody. He's going to dive to the inside. Cody Lamas is going to attempt to pass, and I think may have already cleared the 51 car. Yep, Cody Lamas moves to the lead. He entered on the low line. That was pretty weird. He entered low. He was able to keep the car going, though. You're going to have to keep an eye out for these advancing cars, however, because you never know who can come up here. You never know. Gotta watch out for 3-wide racing as well, because you could end up hitting that wall and taking yourself right out of this hunt. Danny Wells looking, but can't get past Robert Wagner. Sam Young now officially has sole possession of second place. And he's going to try to get a run on the 15 car. Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas' favorite driver is Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson has won four total All-Star races. Five All-Star races, I think. God, you know what? I don't even know. But I know he's won a lot of All-Star races, especially the most recent one. If Joseph Bryant is hitting the wall back there, he's just gonna take him out of contention. But his favorite driver is Jimmy Johnson, who's won a lot of All-Star races. So it would be quite cool for Cody if he were to win this All-Star race for Jimmy Johnson. But here comes Sam Young, who's gonna have other plans. Sam Young on the inside of Cody Lamas should have the lead and probably have him cleared by the exit of this turn, and he does. Cody Lamas loses the lead to Sam Young, and here comes Danny Wells in third place. Cody now is going to try to run on the inside, coming to 4 laps to go. I don't know who's going to win it. This could be an epic finish. 4 to go here in the All-Star race. If anything happens between now and the checkered flag, the race will be over. It will end under caution as Cody Lamas retakes the lead. Here comes Robert Wagner and Ryan Cooper to the inside. The outside line is going to have the advantage. The 32 got a little bit loose entering the corner there. He tried to dart it off but couldn't do really much of anything. Cody now has the lead back, and he's not looking back. He's just racing his race. 3 laps to go. Does anybody up here have a chance for Cody? Here comes Dylan Poteet on the high line back there. Ooh, the 29 got a little bit loose underneath the 34. This is all what Cody needs to see as he gets 2 laps to go. The white and the checkered flags were crossed, signifying 2 laps to go. Cody Lamas is all about this track. Cody Lamas loves the low speedways. Dylan Poteet slapped the wall. Danny Wells now has second place, but not for very long. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go in the Sprint All-Star race, and it's going to be all Cody Lamas unless he has a mistake. These guys are fighting behind him. Some of these guys know they have a strong car. Cody has at least a 7 to 8 car length lead over Ryan Cooper, who's now in second place. But it's not gonna matter. Here comes the 15. Cody Lamas is going to win the All-Star race. Congratulations to Cody Lamas, who wins the All-Star race here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Cody Lamas, who's a millionaire here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to go look at the pace car here, let's take a look at our official race results. But first, before we do that, let's go and watch Cody Lamas do his victory donuts. Congratulations to Cody Lamas as you see him doing his victory donuts here at Charlotte. He's won the All-Star. He's won $1 million as you see him now. He's driving his victory lane. Oh, Cody's just having fun now, guys. Again. Cody, hurry up and get the Come on, Cody, hurry up. There he is. Alright, let's go ahead and take you up to your official race results. Crowd is going nuts. A very good showing for Cody Lamas as he's done doing his donuts. He's heading to victory lane. Actually, he's in victory lane now. But congratulations once again to Cody Lamas. So we're taking a look at our official results of the All-Star race. Cody Lamas, Ryan Cooper, Danny Wells, Trent Dunham, Andy Tran, Sam Young, Joshua Collard, the pole sitter for this whole race, or the pole sitter for the All-Star race. Robert Wagner, Aaron Williams Jr. comes home 9th. Nick Bellarda runs out your top 10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tough break for Joseph Bryant, who probably hit a wall again. But tough break for most of these guys who hit the wall and were out of contention early. But this race has been brought to you by the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. If you like the All-Star race, I know it's probably pretty damn long, but thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and leave a like if you want. It helps me out a lot. So we'll see you guys next week for the Coke 600, the longest race of the season. Until we meet again.